Why not would I live if you were everything I wanted you to be? When I saw what you did, who you were with, got me questioning the things that I believe. So I ask myself, do I let you go? Do I keep you in the frame of my mind? Now I'm growing wise to your sugar-coated lies. Nothing sweet about my misery. I finally found what went wrong. I finally found the one in you.
Gången du äter mat, lite sötpotatis. Yum, yum, yum. Hur gammal är du, älskling? Hur gammal är du? 4 månader, du är stor pojke. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'm so happy that you found your way back to my channel. I know I've been away for quite some time, and I explained it on my quick little update that I made the other day. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm really grateful that you guys are still here, and obviously we've been away, or I've been away because of adjusting to motherhood, and I thought that I would give you guys an update on how I'm doing with that and how we're doing as a family and how Elias is doing as well. So if you guys are interested in that, then stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. So guys, obviously we are doing very well. I'm doing well, Yuan is doing well, and so is Elias. And these past couple of months have been overwhelming in every type of way. Obviously, because we're first-time parents, and new things have been happening all the time, and it's been really amazing, and it's been an interesting process, and it's also been really cool to see Elias growing, because he is growing very fast, and he's quite a big baby, and he's getting heavier and heavier, and my arms are starting to ache. So I think it's time for me to also hit the gym. To be completely honest, like I need to be hitting the gym and, you know, make sure I'm strong enough to be carrying him around. Elias is now 5 months. Yes, he is 5 months. I can't believe it. He has grown really fast, and he's changed a lot, like facially, I would say. And most people do think that he looks like his daddy, which I also think he does, but I think he has my eyes. He is such an interesting little character. He's very curious, and he loves like looking around. He's super observant, and it's really nice to see like his process, and he's quite stubborn already. So yeah, and quite impatient when things doesn't go his way. So it's been challenging. Like the past 2 weeks have been extra challenging, because in the beginning, like taking care of Elias and stuff, obviously it was overwhelming because it was completely new, and I had to adjust to the fact that, you know, his needs goes before mine, and it wasn't like that before I became a mom. And I've like adjusted to that fact, and before, like, it was quite easy to like take care of him. You know, he would have his regular nap times, and he's also sleeping quite well, actually, even during the day, when he takes his nap and stuff like that. However, it's not easy for me to like just leave him to play like by his baby gym and stuff like that. He has now, first and foremost, he is definitely a mama's boy. Like, I am that one person that he that he wants to be with all the time, and it's more noticeable now that he's starting to recognize people around him. Like even with Yuan, like sometimes he doesn't even want to go to him, like he will just turn around and look for me and try to feel my scent or just see my face or hear my voice or something like that. So sometimes when I put him down in the baby gym, like he refuses to like play on his own. He definitely demands a lot more attention, which makes it quite difficult for me to do things around the house when I need to do them. But thank God I have my mom, and my mom has she suggested that I would, if I wanted to get stuff done. Obviously I've had him like in the baby carrier before, but since I'm African, you guys know if you're African that your mom was used to tie you around with like a fabric. So this is the fabric that I've been using to tie him around my back to make sure that I can do things such as like wash the dishes or cook and stuff like that, because when I have the baby carrier I carry him in the front, and then he's like in the way because he wants to grab a bunch of stuff. So I will put him on his back and I wrap this around him, and he usually falls asleep like that, which also makes it really good for me to put him down for naps once I tie him around the back. So that gives me liberty to do other things, so I'm grateful. Thank you, mommy, for that. And I can't believe I forgot about that, because my mom used to carry my siblings like that. So it's the best way for me to get stuff done, and thank God he loves his stroller. So when I go out for a walk with him, he usually falls asleep, and if we have him in the car seat, he also falls asleep there, which is really good. And I've been having a challenge. He does not want to take the bottle. I am breastfeeding him still, but he's also started to eat. So Elias is now eating. He eats like he eats little portions of food, and he really enjoys it. And you know, when Yuan and I used to sit down and eat, I would notice how he would be like, so I was like, maybe I should encourage, you know, trying to get him to eat. I didn't think that I would do that until he was like 6 months or 5 months, but I got encouraged to do it because I also had a conversation with a friend, Tracy that I used to study with at the University of Essex. She started to give her daughter a bit of food. So I was like, maybe I should start him on solids as well, like just to try it out. And he actually really enjoys eating. So I make like sweet potato purees, and like he'll eat like a couple of things or whatever. I'm still breastfeeding him, but sometimes I have quite a lot of breast milk, so I do pump the milk every now and then because otherwise it aches. So I was trying to give him the bottle for quite some time, but he refused to take the bottle. But as if last week, or like as if this weekend, he actually started to take the bottle. So that's been very interesting as well. But I'm still breastfeeding him, obviously. But you know, we'll figure out how we're gonna do that whole thing and stuff like that. Because I'm still on maternity leave, I have been now since the beginning of October. Obviously, Elias is with me 24/7. I do make time to go home to my parents since they live really close by. I'm there at least once a week, and we also go and visit Yuan's mom as often as we can when she's not working. And yeah, I'm actually gonna try and take Elias to like all of the preschools here have like some days out of the week that you can go with your baby, like to see like how he interacts with other babies and other people. So I think I have to start doing that since he's so attached to me, and I still haven't left Elias with anybody else but myself. And the only time I have left Elias with Yuan is if Elias is sleeping and I will pop down to the store. But I think I have a bit of like separation anxiety. But I actually want to start working out, and the gym is really close by. It's like 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute walk, if even that. So now that he has started to take the bottle, I'm thinking of like just leaving him for 1 hour or 2 hours so that I can just go. He's very attached to me, which I kind of find quite endearing. But sometimes it's a lot to handle because I can't be doing other things. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind, and sometimes I have felt as though, you know, Elias has cry, like sometimes he like cries and I don't know what to do. Like I've changed his diaper, I've fed him, he slept, and I think he's actually teething. So lately he's been a bit cranky and stuff like that, and I think that I'm too hard on myself a lot of times. I like to take on the motherhood and the parenthood by myself, but I do make it a point to make sure that Yuan also gets to be a parent. And I think because I'm very independent and like that's the way I am, I feel like I can do things. I feel like I'm responsible to do everything for Elias, but sometimes you have to just sit down and think about how you do certain things so that I don't push Yuan away from being a good dad, because he is a really, really good dad, and he does everything that I do except for breastfeeding him, because he can't do that. So I do believe that I have to give them some more space to bond. And I feel like at the moment, like Yuan is the fun parent and I'm like the parent that does the other stuff, because every time Yuan comes home from work, Elias just lights up and starts laughing, and it's really, really cute to see their interaction as well. And you know, becoming parents have obviously changed the dynamics in our home. However, I feel like the love that I have for Yuan has grown a lot more, and the love that I have for Elias is like, it's undescribable. It's undescribable, but yeah, but like I feel like the relationship with Yuan and I has become a lot more, it's become stronger, and obviously it's a challenge to be parents and still keep the romance alive and stuff like that, but I think that we've managed to do that quite well, and I really, really cherish the time that I have with them. So during weekends and stuff like that, that's really our time that we have together, because since Yuan works from Monday to Friday, even if he comes home a certain time, it's still all about Elias pretty much, and like us sitting down and eating together. But we make sure that we have as much fun as we can, and the things that have been quite left out is like the relationships that I have with my friends. I haven't been able to hang out with my friends in the same way, but I'm gonna make it a point to actually prioritize that a lot more. But it's been quite challenging, and a lot of things like within the family has happened as well, but it's been good, and I'm really looking forward to what else is gonna happen in our lives, like as Elias grows. But we're doing very well, and I'm really enjoying this. If you're a mom, you know what the challenges are, and I know that new challenges are gonna come, but I was ready to become a mom. So if anyone is out there wondering if they should be having children soon, just make sure that you go in with the right mentality. Obviously, things are going to be challenging. Sometimes I just feel like crying, like if I haven't had time to do certain things. Sometimes you can feel like you're sleep deprived, but prior to getting pregnant and having a kid, I knew that I would never sleep the same way as I used to once I had a kid. So that's not really a problem. Like, you know, just try to nap during the day. I say that and I don't do that by myself, but you get what I mean. One thing that is really important is to ask for help, and I've always had a problem to ask for help because I feel like I do everything better by myself, but I feel like I've been able to say that I need help a lot more, like with Yuan, or like my mom was here yesterday helping me out as well, and I know that my siblings will help at any time as well, so I'm getting better at it. The kid just woke up from his nap. So this is Elias at 5 months. He is really, really big. It's my best friend. Are you my best friend? I think that you guys might actually be curious as to what languages that I speak to Elias, and I do speak. When it's both of us at home, both Yuan and I tend to speak more Swedish with him, but when I'm on my own with Elias, I speak both Portuguese and Creole with him. And yeah, I think it's really important for him to know how to speak some of his native tongues, and a lot of people might think that it might be confusing, but I grew up in a household where 3 languages were spoken, and my parents used to speak Portuguese to me. They spoke Creole to each other, but I still learned how to speak Creole as well. E como? Como de corpo, papá? Você dito, balança a cabeça. Balança. Balança. But yeah, obviously, unfortunately, Yuan doesn't speak any, he doesn't speak Malaysian, so his grandmother is responsible to at least teach him something, and I myself am very curious, so I think that we might be able to do something, because I do think that languages is a way for children to identify with their cultures. Obviously, Elias is half Guinea-Bissaoan, a quarter Malaysian, and a quarter Swedish, and we live in Sweden, so he will definitely get in touch with the Swedish culture, and I think it's up to me to make sure that Elias knows about his Guinea-Bissauan culture, so that's why it's become more important for me, and I do think that it's important for him to have all aspects, even though that it might be confusing for some people to actually be mixed like Elias is, but I'm gonna do my best to make sure that he's in touch with his cultures, so yeah. Oh, he's super curious, and now he's just all hyped up. Hey, like if I tell him to shake his head, he usually does. Let me see if that works this time. Papa? Skaka huvudet. Skaka huvudet. Skaka huvudet. Skaka huvudet. Skaka huvudet is shake your head in Swedish. Olha, papá. Balança a cabeça. Balança a cabeça. Queres balançar a cabeça? Queres balançar a cabeça? Balança. Balança. Balança a cabeça. Bala. Bravo. Tá beijinho. He's a really happy baby, but yeah, he's had his nap and he's satisfied, so when he's satisfied, he's really happy. But yeah, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. It was just an update on how we're doing and how we're adjusting to parenthood, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. I probably will be talking about maternity leave here in Sweden and let you guys know more about Guinea-Bissau. Like, I'm doing some more research myself, so hopefully a video on that will come out as well. But until then, take care, and I will see you guys in my next video. Just ciao ciao. Oh, just ciao ciao. Just ciao. Olha. Just ciao ciao. Bye guys. Bye.